this is not just any podcast. At Situations the Podcast, we speak real, raw, authentic. Every Sunday at 6 p.m., we're giving you conversations that hit different.
I'm not going to say all women. I'm not going to put you all in a bunch like that. I would not do that. But I'm going to say some women. Some women move like this.
Right.
Some of them move like this. And,
Yes.
And like I say, with me personally, it's just like, you got to be able to set some standards for you. You got to have some standards for yourself. You got to have boundaries. And certain boundaries you just don't cross. You just don't cross them. Because your friendship, if you had a person in your corner all these years and you've been around this person all this time, he must mean something to you. You guys are relatable in some form or fashion. And why would you even risk losing a real friend over a female? But you know, I got a story I want to tell. And I've been thinking about this in my head if I want to say anything or not, but I'm not going to say no names. But I'm going to tell you this story. I had a friend of mine. I mean, when I say friend of mine, I mean real true friend. I'm telling you, I mean somebody that was spending nights at my house. You saw me, you saw him. That sort of thing. I mean, we had a real true bond. We worked together and everything, right? True story.
Okay.
1 year, Thanksgiving, Christmas, he was down on his luck. And he called me and was like, Kelvin, you know, man, I'm really fucked up right now. You know, I'm not working. Christmas, Thanksgiving is right around the corner. Christmas right around the corner. I say, bro, don't say no more. I got you. I say, come to the crib and pick up some money. He came to the house. I give him $1,100. $1,100 cash to put food on the table for Thanksgiving. And that way he was able to buy his kids' Christmas toy. 2 days later, he called me and was like, man, my car is down. Can you drop my girl off to work on your way to work? I'm like, yeah, I got her. No problem. That morning I get up, I go pick her up. I drop her off. The next day was the same process. I went and picked her up. As in the process of me dropping her off, she's shooting her shot. She tell me, she say, thank you for giving us that money. We really needed it. I said, no, ain't no problem. That's my man. She say, well, how would you feel if I was your girl? This is what she tells me. I'm like, huh? I say, nah. No, I say, nah, I can't. I say, that's my man. I can't do that. I can't. She say, think about it. And she got out the car. I'm on my way to work. I'm thinking about what just happened, right? Deanna, I called him.
Right.
As soon as she got out the car, I called him. I say, dude, I said, I don't know what the fuck going on, but you need to talk to your girl. He say, what happened? I say, your girl just made a pass at me, and I don't feel that was cool, but you need to check her. He said, all right, cool. All right, I got it. I'm going to sum this up real quick. Later that day, he called me back. like, hey man, why you playing on my intelligence? I'm like, what? Why is you playing on my intelligence? She just told me you try to come at her. I said, when did she just tell you that, bro? She said, you've been trying to talk to her. I said, when did she just tell you that? She said, she just told me right now. I say, dude, think about what you just said to me. If I've been trying to come at your girl, why you just not find out about it today? Right? Why you
Right.
just not finding out about it today? Why haven't she been told you this? Long story short, he took her word over my word.
Mm-hmm.
And that was 25 plus years of friendship down the drain. All because I was honest and I was upfront and I tried to tell him what she
Right.
did. And he didn't believe me. He believed her for some apparent reason. He believed her. And that kind of threw me through a loop because I'm looking at it like, boy, you my guy, bro. Why would I do you like this? Why would I do this to you?
Right.
I called you and
Right.
told you. If
Right.
this was your girl, why she didn't tell you that I was doing this? If this was true, why she didn't tell you that? I said, think
Right.
about it. Think about that.
Right.
That's what you're saying, not making sense. Rich, I know, right? Rich said, you ain't even that type, bro. Rich, I know. And he knew that. But how that's gonna make him look in front of his girl if he take my side and not hers? That's how I looked at it. But my thing was,
Right.
if I
What
had
did
been trying to talk to this
look?
woman, go ahead,
Was
Dion, I'm sorry.
did you ever get the $1,100 back? Because maybe that was an out for him to take us side, so he won't have to pay
No,
you back.
it wasn't even to me. To me, it wasn't even about the $1,100. I wanted to make sure I put food on this man's table for the
I know
holidays
that.
and be able to do something for his kids for Christmas. It wasn't even
I know
about.
what you saying.
No,
I
but to
know
answer
what
your
you
question, no, I
saying. But
didn't
if
get
he
it.
didn't, from his response, right? But that's what I'm saying. You will stand up. He was sideways anyway. You see what I'm saying? Just from his response or whatever. So was that an out for him not to have to pay that back? You would never know that. You know what I'm saying? And you've saying you didn't get it. So
Right? No, I didn't get it back. And to this day, we have not talked to this day, and
yeah.
that's been over 20 some years ago, and we have not talked to this day.